Alright, so I've already done the first take on Hi Ren from Ren, but you know how songs just don't leave you. They stick in your head, they chew at you, and the more you sit with them, the more you realize, maybe I didn't get it all the first time. Now that's what happened to me, and that is what usually happens to me regards a lot of things. So this video isn't just me repeating myself, this is a second thought on Hi Ren. A breakdown of Hi Ren, if you will. Now, for anyone who hasn't heard or seen this song, then Ren has it on his YouTube. I also have my first impression of it on my YouTube, which is where you are right now. So check that out if you want to. But basically what this is Ren is having a conversation with himself. It is him, his chair, a guitar, nothing fancy. Well, definitely nothing fancy. But the performance is like a theater. It's light versus dark, it's artist versus illness, it is hope versus despair. It's raw and it's almost uncomfortably honest. The first time I watched it, I thought, well, this is about mental health. It's about Ren wrestling with his own demons, and I do still believe that, but now I also think it's bigger. So I thought that we break down the song into 19 segments, and I will explain what I think they mean. So let's go to part 1.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me.
So overall, this selection is the illness acting like a controlling partner. It mocks Ren for trying to heal. It says, I'll never leave. And it tries to convince him that he needs it. And worst of all, it says that his talent and creativity only exist because of it. And that's why this part hits so hard. It's not just about Ren. It's about the exact voice that so many people have in their head.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill.
Now that part is Ren talking back to his dark voice. He admits he's been unwell. He says that he's been taking some time to slow down and heal. He's learning new coping skills through therapy. And now he doesn't need the dark voice anymore. Not the way he once did. It's the first time we really hear hope in this conversation.
Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy.
Now, this section is the illness tearing down Ren's progress. It mocks him for believing in therapy. It throws his past failures in his face. It ridicules medication and recovery programs. And it ends by calling him dumb. Mainly for thinking that he can change. I would say it's a perfect example of how self-destructive thoughts work. They just don't attack you. They attack the things that actually can help you.
Nah, mate, this time is different, man, trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help.
Now here we hear Ren's hopeful side saying, it's really time to be different. Music is the proof. I'm building something good, and I want to leave something meaningful behind. You only drag me down. I cannot let you stay. I would say this is one of the strongest rejections so far, showing that creativity and purpose can exist without the darkness.
You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one, so you see. You gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere. Yeah.
Now, this is what I would say one of the heaviest part of Hi Ren. This section is the illness saying, you cannot get rid of me. I am a part of you. If you try, you will destroy yourself. Don't pretend you're succeeding. Your achievement doesn't count. He also say you will never be enough until you're world famous. And you're not. Healing is impossible and progress is worthless.
My music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in.
Purpose I can rest in. This is where the hopeful voice fires back with clarity. Here Ren is saying, I don't measure success with fame or chart. I never wrote music for the mainstream, so why chase it? He say that what matters is that my music connects with the people and that they respect it. That connection gives him a purpose that he needs. And that is enough for him to keep going. It's a huge shift where someone is trying to define success by impossible standards, while the hopeful voice redefines success on his own terms.
Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it.
Here is where the illness is mocking his music as pretentious and boring, and trying to convince him that no one wants to hear his pain. It's also still pretending to be helpful, saying it keeps him grounded, and then smashing his dreams by telling him he will never matter. It's brutal because it mixes truth with poison. It's used to destroy and not to guide.
Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man. You're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious. Eminem did it. Played on guitar. Plan B did it.
Now this is such a clever moment in the song because now the two voices clash directly, and then Ren himself steps outside and breaking the fourth wall. This part is Hope versus the evil in rapid fire. Hope saying, music is my belonging. And then Ren is stepping out of the battle and telling us this is the song, this is the concept. He also admits that other people have done it, but that doesn't make his version less original, or less real, or even less powerful. It's one of the cleverest pivots in Hi Ren, because it shows both vulnerability and confidence at the same time.
Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath it.
This is an explosive clash in Hi Ren. This part is the evil as its nastiest, calling Ren unoriginal and worthless. But instead of crumbling, the hopeful side finally roars back. I don't need you, I'm a genius, I will succeed on my own terms. And this is the turning point where defiance becomes louder than the doubt.
That's right, speak your truth, your fucking god complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it. Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus. Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
Now I would say this is the boiling point where the evil goes from mockery to outright violence, and the hopeful voice finally refuses to bow. The evil mocks Ren's defiance, calling it arrogance. It ridicules his passion for music as pretentious. Then it escalates, and openly threatening to kill him. But the hopeful side finally pushes back. Then do it. I'm not running anymore. The evil responds by declaring ultimate control, threatening to lock him inside his own mind. It's the peak of this conflict. The illness reveals itself as deadly serious or poison, and Ren is refusing to surrender.
Newsflash! I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender.
Now at this point, this is where the evil stops being just the inner voice. It reveals itself to be something far older, far bigger. It's no longer just depression or self-doubt. It's acting as it's the archetype of evil itself. It's I'm not just your mental illness, Ren. I am temptation itself. It ties itself to biblical evil, Lucifer, the serpent, the Antichrist. It claims responsibility for treason, sin, and destruction throughout history. It paints itself as eternal and undefeatable, truth twisted into lies. And this is the mythological reveal. The evil isn't just the inner voice, it's the universal darkness that always haunted humanity.
When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips, so you see I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren.
This part is the culmination of the evil self-reveal. It goes from being Ren's inner voice to declaring itself an eternal force tied to chaos and death. It's eternal and cannot be killed. It's beyond. It's behind chaos, diversion, and death. It refuses to bow to humanity. And it's telling Ren, you cannot fight me because you and I are the same. It's the peak of the evil's dominance, making itself godlike, immortal, inseparable from Ren's identity.
I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm.
Here's the moment of calm after the storm, when the hopeful voice returns with resilience and perspective. He admits that he's been ill most of his life, but he draws strength from nature's cycles. Everything changes. Nothing lasts forever. Even in the storm of mental illness, there is an I, a moment of stillness. Here is where you can breathe. It's a reminder that hope isn't blind optimism. It's trusting the cycle will turn, even when you can't see how. At least not yet.
I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor.
This is the final declaration. This part is Ren claiming strength. He was made to suffer, but also to endure. Pain is part of the plan, and it gave him the ability to stand. His will isn't just personal, it's eternal, something universal. He paints himself as a mythic survivor, rising from the darkness, finding peace even at the bottom of the sea.
And I go by many names also. Some people know me as Hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake.
This part is almost like Ren is channeling hope itself. This part is Ren saying, I'm not just pain. I am hope too. I am the voice that saves people in their darkest moments. I know I will prosper because I've already survived hell. I went through the flames and I didn't break. It's the turning point of triumph, the moment where survival itself is framed as proof of greatness.
So care of the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire or stand in your fire, inspired by me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind, ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climbing to different sides.
Now this is the final strike, the moment Ren claims his legacy and reframes this entire battle. This ending is Ren saying, look at the strength that I've become. I'm louder than you now. I will never give up. Instead, I will turn my pain into the strength for others. And when I'm gone, my music will keep me alive. Darkness and hope are both eternal. They are the two sides of me. And I have learned to live with that. It's not about destroying the evil, it's about transforming the relationship. Darkness is still there, but Ren reclaims the power by making it fuel for hope and legacy.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast.
This final spoken word reflection is Ren stepping out of the battle completely. He's telling us the truth of his journey. It's raw, it's reflective, it's philosophical. This closing is Ren saying, I'm 17 and I promised to fight evil, but I didn't realize the price. My illness became a battlefield and I suffered for years. But I have learned that mental and physical illness isn't about winning or losing. It's about surviving and learning. It's not a single victory. It's a pendulum, always swinging between light and dark, as he alludes to in other songs. The brighter the light in your life, the bigger the shadow it will create. Both will exist together. It's the most important conclusion, that the battle never ends. But that doesn't mean it's meaningless. It means it's human.
It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Beautiful. This closing reflection is Ren final lesson in Hi Ren. And it's the most human part of this whole piece. This closing is Ren saying, "It was never about winning. It was about learning to move with the struggle. Fighting myself only made it worse. Accepting myself made it lighter. The dance between light and dark is what makes us human. We're not gods or demons. We're flawed, like a diamond, struggling and alive. And that is enough." It's the most important conclusion. The goal isn't to destroy darkness, but to live with it and dance with it and remember our humanity. And that's what I didn't see the first time around. When I first watched Hi Ren, I thought it was a battle between light versus dark and Ren versus his illness, right? About one side winning and the other one losing. But now, after sitting with it, I see it differently. As I say, it's not a battle at all. It's a dance, or it's a dance. You don't deserve your partner, you will learn to move with them. The harder you fight, the clumsier it gets. The more you cure yourself from stumbling, the heavier it feels. But when you soften, and when you accept the rhythm, the dance gets easier. And that's what makes this ending so powerful. Ren doesn't crown a winner, he doesn't kill the evil or erase it, he accepts it as a part of himself. And in doing that, he reminds us all of something so simple and profound. The dance between light and dark, between strength and weakness, it's just being human. As I said, we're not gods, we're not demons, we're not angels, we're humans. And as Ren say, maybe that's enough. And that's what makes this song timeless. So, was I wrong about the lyrics? Maybe. Or maybe Ren's art is designed to make you wrong at first, because you can't possibly catch everything in one go. And that is what I think makes Hi Ren so special. It's not just a song that you hear once, it's a mirror that changes every time you look at it. And maybe the real meaning isn't about choosing which interpretation is correct, but more realizing that all of them can exist at the same time. That's why it resonates so deeply. Because just like Ren in the chair with his guitar, we're all in that constant dialogue with ourselves. We're trying to understand the voices in our head and what they really are trying to say. Now, once you had your own second thoughts about Hi Ren, I would love to hear them. Drop a comment, let's talk about it, because if there's something this song proves, is that meaning isn't fixed. It's alive. And thank you for watching. And I see you again.